Welcome back to Memory Lane Media, where we bring the past to life. Today, we're taking a nostalgic journey into one of the most iconic decades in American history, the 1950s. It was a time of booming prosperity, booming babies, and booming televisions. But what was daily life really like for the average American family? From home life and fashion to music, movies, and sports, we'll uncover what made the 50s so unforgettable. Let's rewind the clock and step into a decade that shaped modern America. At the heart of 1950s America was the traditional family. Most households included a working father, a stay-at-home mother, and several children. Men typically married around age 23, women around 20, and once married, couples usually stayed together. Divorce rates were low. Only about 20 to 25% of marriages ended in separation. Family life was central. Parents played active roles in raising their kids, and advice from experts like Dr. Benjamin Spock shaped how many families nurtured and disciplined their children. His groundbreaking book encouraged parents to trust their instincts and treat their children as individuals. With the post-war economy in full swing, jobs were plentiful, wages were rising, and consumer confidence soared. The average salary in 1950 was around $3,200, rising to over $5,000 by the end of the decade. A minimum wage job paid just 75 cents an hour, and a factory worker might make double that. Homes were affordable by today's standards, ranging from $8,000 to $12,000 depending on location and style. A new car cost about $1,500 to $2,000. Gasoline was 30 cents a gallon, and groceries were equally affordable. Eggs and coffee cost around 79 cents, tomato soup was just a dime, and milk was under $1 per gallon. The rising income and low cost of living allowed many families to indulge in new forms of entertainment, especially television. In 1950, only 9% of American homes had a TV. By 1959, that number had skyrocketed to 90%. Watching TV together in the evening became a beloved family tradition. Shows like I Love Lucy, Father Knows Best, and Leave It to Beaver brought laughter and comfort into living rooms across the nation. Kids adored the Mickey Mouse Club, Howdy Doody, and Captain Kangaroo, while adults tuned in for the Ed Sullivan Show, Perry Mason, and Alfred Hitchcock Presents. Westerns were a hit too, with Gunsmoke, Wagon Train, and The Lone Ranger riding high in the ratings. Movies remained a major part of American culture. Early in the decade, 3D films became a craze, and later drive-in theaters swept the country, offering movie lovers a fun and affordable night out. Charlton Heston captivated audiences in The Ten Commandments and Ben-Hur. John Wayne starred in countless hits, while Alfred Hitchcock thrilled viewers with Vertigo and Rear Window. Marilyn Monroe lit up the screen in The 7-Year Itch, and James Dean became a cultural icon with Rebel Without a Cause. Meanwhile, animated classics like Peter Pan, Sleeping Beauty, and Lady and the Tramp captured the hearts of children everywhere. Sports were another national obsession. Over 15 million baseball fans bought tickets each year, cheering on legends like Mickey Mantle, Yogi Berra, and Jackie Robinson. In football, the NFL produced greats like Jim Brown and Frank Gifford, while college teams like Oklahoma dominated under coach Bud Wilkinson. Boxing remained wildly popular, with Rocky Marciano reigning as heavyweight champion and Sugar Ray Robinson dazzling fans with his skill. The NBA was just getting started, but already boasted stars like George Mikan and Bob Pettit. And then there was the music. The 1950s marked the explosive rise of rock and roll. Teens across America fell in love with the sound of Elvis Presley, Chuck Berry, Buddy Holly, and Jerry Lee Lewis. Elvis, the king of rock and roll, racked up 12 number-one hits and revolutionized popular music. American Bandstand helped launch the careers of countless performers. But rock wasn't the only genre in town. Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, and Rosemary Clooney stayed popular with adult audiences, while country legends like Patsy Cline and Hank Williams made their mark too. Fashion and fads also left a colorful mark on the decade. Boys wore coonskin caps like their hero Davy Crockett. Girls twirled in poodle skirts and bobby socks. And in 1958, the hula hoop took the country by storm. 25 million were sold in just 4 months. Of course, not every American experienced the 1950s the same way. Behind the picture-perfect suburban image were diverse families, communities, and experiences. Still, the decade was marked by optimism, unity, and a belief in the promise of tomorrow. It was a time of shared rituals, emerging media, and cultural icons that continue to shape American memory. Thanks for joining us on this journey through 1950s America. If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, don't forget, give this video a thumbs up and share it with someone who loves the past as much as you do. And for more stories from America's golden years, from pop culture and history to family life and forgotten treasures, be sure to subscribe to Memory Lane Media and hit the bell so you never miss a new video. We'll see you next time.